Hello fans! Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will dive into the latest twists and turns from Port Charles, including intriguing food for thought, intense stern warnings, and heartfelt nostalgic pursuits that promise to keep fans on the edge of their seats. As the drama unfolds in the bustling world of deception cosmetics, Lucy Coe and Brooklyn Quartermaine Chase find themselves stepping into the spotlight for what appears to be an upcoming home and heart broadcast. With the cameras ready to roll, Brooklyn's visible nervousness adds a layer of tension to the scene, her furrowed brow and fidgeting hands betraying her unease about the high-stakes presentation. They're the sole representatives for the brand this time around, tasked with modeling the latest merchandise lineup. From shimmering lip glosses to innovative skincare serums that promise radiant results. The absence of Lois Drulow leaves a noticeable gap in their team, and without a designated face of deception to lead the charge, the pressure is mounting. Lucy, ever the optimistic powerhouse with her signature flair for dramatics, reassures Brooklyn with a confident grin, declaring, "Never fear, we have it all handled." However, Brooklyn, having navigated countless chaotic escapades alongside Lucy from botched product launches to unexpected celebrity endorsements, knows all too well that such bold claims often precede unforeseen disasters. Perhaps Lucy has a secret backup plan, like enlisting a surprise guest influencer or unveiling a revolutionary new product line inspired by Port Charles' own glamorous history. Despite the doubts swirling in Brooklyn's mind, the duo pushes forward, embodying the resilience that defines deception. They brainstorm last-minute tweaks to their script, incorporating personal anecdotes about how the cosmetics have transformed their daily routines, aiming to connect authentically with viewers. In this expanded view, their preparation highlights the cutthroat nature of the beauty industry, where one misstep could tarnish the brand's reputation. Yet it also underscores the unbreakable bond between these women, forged through trials that have only strengthened their partnership. As they gear up for the broadcast, fans can't help but speculate if this event will spark new alliances or rivalries, potentially drawing in characters like Nina Reeves for a crossover endorsement that could elevate deception to new heights. Shifting to the investigative undercurrents at Anna Devane's office, Dante Falconeri delivers some compelling food for thought during a tense discussion about recent surveillance footage. The video captures Josslyn Jackson a suspicious encounter at the airport alongside Vaughn, a figure Anna has been meticulously monitoring due to his shadowy connections. Anna's instincts flare as she recalls Josslyn's peculiar explanation of an impromptu getaway to Easter Island, a story that seemed riddled with inconsistencies, like vague travel details and an uncharacteristic secrecy that didn't align with Josslyn's usually forthright personality. She had wisely paused her interrogation of Josslyn's mother, Carly Spencer, to avoid stirring up a hornet's nest. After all, Carly's protective mama bear instincts could derail the entire probe, especially given her budding romance with the enigmatic Jack Brennan. Adding depth to this scenario, imagine the footage revealing subtle clues, such as coded gestures between Josslyn and Vaughn or a mysterious briefcase exchange that hints at deeper espionage. It's becoming increasingly evident that Josslyn has been recruited as a WSB agent, a revelation that Dante probes further by asking Anna if she believes Josslyn truly comprehends the perilous web she's entangled in. This conversation delves into the ethical dilemmas of recruitment, exploring how young operatives like Josslyn might be lured by promises of adventure and purpose, only to face the harsh realities of covert operations. Dante, drawing from his own law enforcement background, might share a personal anecdote about a past case where naivety led to tragedy, emphasizing the risks involved. Anna, with her seasoned WSB experience, could counter with insights on the agency's training protocols, which often include psychological evaluations to prepare agents for high-stakes missions. Their dialogue not only advances the plot but also invites viewers to ponder the moral gray areas of intelligence work, where loyalty to family clashes with duty to a greater cause. As they analyze the footage frame by frame, perhaps uncovering encrypted messages on Josslyn's phone, the stakes rise, setting the stage for potential confrontations that could expose long-buried secrets in Port Charles. Meanwhile, in the confines of Brennan's office, Josslyn and Vaughn engage in a charged exchange that culminates in a stern warning from Vaughn. The atmosphere is thick with tension as Josslyn, her voice laced with frustration, questions whether Brennan operates with impunity, seemingly able to bend rules without consequence. Can he really do anything he wants and get away with it? She demands, her words echoing a growing disillusionment with the WSB's hierarchy. Vaughn, stern-faced and authoritative, issues his cautionary advice, likely urging her to keep such sensitive intel locked away, lest it compromise ongoing operations or invite scrutiny from higher-ups. To enrich this moment, envision Josslyn reflecting on her initial recruitment, a whirlwind of excitement mixed with subtle manipulations, perhaps involving fabricated threats to her loved ones that convinced her to join. She's blindsided by the realization that even Brennan, with his commanding presence, answers to superiors, yet appears to wield unchecked power, possibly through blackmail or insider alliances. This scene could expand with invented elements, like Vaughn sharing a cautionary tale from his own early days in the agency, where a loose-lipped agent led to a botched mission and lost lives, underscoring the dangers of insubordination. Josslyn's internal conflict deepens as she grapples with her choices, wondering if her path mirrors that of other Port Charles residents who've dabbled in espionage, such as Anna's own storied past. As Dante simultaneously questions Anna about Josslyn's awareness, it creates a parallel narrative thread, hinting that Josslyn is indeed awakening to the gravity of her situation, balancing the thrill of secret missions against the isolation of deception. This development adds layers to Josslyn's character arc, transforming her from a wide-eyed recruit to a more discerning operative, potentially leading to alliances or betrayals that ripple through the show's ensemble. At the sun-drenched Metro Court pool, Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan share a seemingly idyllic moment, toasting with elegant wine glasses as they contemplate their future. Carly, with a playful smile, inquires, "To what do I owe this lovely surprise?" And beknownst to her, this romantic interlude is shadowed by the revelations brewing in Anna's office, where evidence mounts of Brennan's penchant for recruiting impressionable young women into the WSB fold, tactics that might include charm, coercion, or fabricated incentives. If Carly discovered Josslyn's involvement, her fury would be unmatched, especially considering their relationship has blossomed into something serious, marked by shared secrets and mutual respect. Expanding on this, picture the couple discussing hypothetical scenarios about blending their worlds, with Brennan hinting at travel adventures that subtly mask his covert activities, while Carly opens up about her entrepreneurial dreams for the Metro Court. Yet, the undercurrent of deception looms large. Brennan's inability to disclose full details about his work creates a fragile trust, one that could shatter if Josslyn's agent status emerges. Invented details might include a tender moment where Brennan gifts Carly a custom necklace symbolizing protection, and knowingly ironic given the dangers he's introduced to her family. Their conversation could touch on broader themes of love in a world of intrigue, analyzing how relationships endure when built on partial truths. As long as Josslyn's cover holds thanks to Dante and Anna's discretion, the pair might deepen their bond, perhaps planning a getaway that inadvertently intersects with WSB plots. This juxtaposition heightens the drama, reminding viewers that in Port Charles, personal happiness often teeters on the brink of explosive revelations. Finally, Jason Morgan's pursuit takes a nostalgic turn at the Paris airport, where he's still reeling from spotting a woman who bears an uncanny resemblance to the late Britt Westburn. Driven by a mix of hope and heartache, he embarks on this poignant quest, urgently pleading with an airline employee. "There's a passenger on that plane who just boarded. I need to speak with her right now." The challenge intensifies as the flight to Belgium prepares for takeoff, raising questions about how Jason, with his resourceful yet impulsive nature, might halt the aircraft, perhaps by invoking security protocols or leveraging old contacts from his adventurous past. This sighting stirs deep emotions, evoking memories of Britt's complex life, from her medical prowess to her tangled romances, and Jason's determination suggests he suspects she might be alive, operating under an alias to evade threats. Adding inventive flair, imagine Jason flashing a forged badge or recounting a fabricated emergency to delay the plane, all while flashbacks in his mind replay key moments with Britt, like their shared escapades against common enemies. Liesl Obrich's apparent ignorance, her masterful concealment of any survival, adds intrigue. If she knows, her silence could stem from protective instincts honed by years of family turmoil. Will Jason succeed in intercepting the lookalike, potentially uncovering a web of fake deaths and hidden identities that tie back to Port Charles' underbelly? Next, we will explore the emotional departure of Sasha Gilmore from Port Charles as actress Sofia Mattsson heads back to her roots in Stockholm. leaving fans wondering about the future of her beloved character amid the city's escalating dangers. In the shadowy underbelly of Port Charles, where peril lurks around every corner, the decision for Sasha to flee has become an urgent necessity. Driven by the relentless grip of organized crime that permeates the town, this once charming locale, with its picturesque harbors and bustling coffee shops, has transformed into a hotbed of threats, where whispers of mob activities echo through the streets like a constant storm. The chaos is often traced back to influential figures deeply entrenched in illicit dealings, creating an environment where safety is a luxury few can afford. Imagine the tension building as anonymous tips flood the local police, hinting at escalating turf wars that could spill over into innocent lives, forcing residents to reconsider their ties to the city. For Sasha, this volatile atmosphere has reached a breaking point, prompting her to pack up and seek refuge far from the familiar faces and hidden vendettas that define Port Charles. Adding to the intrigue, invented elements like cryptic messages left at Sasha's doorstep, perhaps scrawled notes warning of impending danger, heighten the sense of immediacy, painting a vivid picture of a woman on the run not just from external foes, but from the emotional scars accumulated over years of turmoil. This departure underscores the broader theme of survival in a world where alliances shift like sand, reminding viewers how the soap's narrative weaves personal escapes with the ever-present shadow of criminal empires. At the heart of these suspicions stands Sonny Corinthos, the enigmatic kingpin whose dual life as a coffee importer masks a formidable reputation built on decades of navigating the treacherous waters of the Five Families. His presence in Port Charles is polarizing. Some idolize his charisma and protective instincts, viewing him as a flawed hero who safeguards his loved ones with fierce loyalty, while others despise the chaos his enterprises unleash, often labeling him a magnet for violence that endangers everyone in his orbit. Sonny's history is rife with high-stakes confrontations, from explosive rivalries that have toppled empires to quiet betrayals that fracture families, making him a figure people either rally behind or actively avoid. In this latest twist, Michael Corinthos, Sonny's own son, harbors deep concerns that his father's shadowy business dealings have placed young Daisy in grave peril, envisioning scenarios where innocent bystanders like her could become collateral in a mobster's game. To expand on this, picture Michael poring over old family photos, his mind racing with memories of past incidents where Sonny's enemies targeted those closest to him, such as drive-by intimidations or veiled threats at social gatherings. Sonny, meanwhile, remains convinced that the disruptions involving Daisy stem from external adversaries like the notorious Sidwell, whose international schemes have previously clashed with Port Charles power players, perhaps involving smuggled artifacts or illicit trains that add layers of global intrigue. This misunderstanding fuels the drama, as Michael's protective instincts clash with Sonny's denial, setting the stage for potential family reckonings that could redefine their fractured relationships. Unbeknownst to both Sonny and Michael, the true orchestrator behind the unsettling events targeting Sasha is Willow Tate, who cunningly employs Daisy as a pawn in her scheme to unsettle and spook Sasha, weaving a web of deception that exploits vulnerabilities in their interconnected lives. Willow's motivations might stem from lingering resentments or hidden agendas, perhaps tied to past secrets involving family lineages or romantic entanglements that have simmered beneath the surface. Inventing new depth, imagine Willow staging subtle and counter-cinemeous calls in the dead of night or planted evidence suggesting betrayal to erode Sasha's sense of security, all while maintaining a facade of concern that masks her calculated moves. This revelation adds a thrilling psychological dimension, highlighting how personal vendettas can masquerade as random threats in Port Charles, where trust is as fragile as glass. As Sasha grapples with these disturbances, her resolve to protect Daisy intensifies, leading to clandestine meetings with allies who offer forged documents or safe passage routes out of town, emphasizing the high cost of loyalty in a place riddled with double crosses. The poignant exit of Sasha and Daisy from Port Charles marks a bittersweet chapter, with Michael choosing not to resist Sasha's plea to relocate, recognizing that distancing them from the city's turmoil is the wisest path, even as it tears at his heartstrings. Their farewell scene could be envisioned as a tearful airport embrace, surrounded by the hum of departing flights, where Michael whispers promises of reunion amid the uncertainty. Despite the pain of separation, Michael's agreement stems from a profound understanding of the risks, drawing from his own experiences with loss and the relentless pull of family obligations. Fans are left pondering if Michael will ever reunite with Sasha and Daisy, perhaps through surprise visits or digital connections that bridge the miles, fueling speculation about cross-continental storylines that could bring them back together. To enrich this narrative, add invented elements like Michael gifting Daisy a custom locket engraved with a map of Port Charles, symbolizing their unbreakable bond, or Sasha leaving behind a journal of untold stories that hints at future revelations upon her potential return. Addressing the swirling rumors among ABC General Hospital enthusiasts, the show's executive producer, Frank Valentini, has stepped forward to confirm Sofia Mattson's departure, putting to rest the speculation that had fans buzzing on social media forums and fan sites. A spokesperson for the series elaborated, explaining that the timing aligned perfectly with the storyline's progression, allowing Sofia to chase exciting ventures in film and television, such as potential roles in international thrillers or heartfelt dramas that showcase her versatile talents. Valentini expressed his admiration, noting, "I love Sofia. She's an exceptional actress and a cherished friend. We'll miss her dearly, but we're rooting for her success in every new project she undertakes." This announcement not only clarifies the exit but also sparks discussions about how such transitions invigorate the show's dynamics, introducing fresh faces while honoring long-term contributions. Reflecting on her journey, Sofia Mattsson shared that she initially anticipated a brief stint on a recurring basis, never imagining the role would evolve into a nearly 7-year adventure filled with character growth and unexpected plot twists. "I started off thinking it would be just a few episodes on recurring status, so I definitely did not think I'd stay so long," she recounted, adding that the experience flew by in a whirlwind of challenges that honed her craft. Each day on set brought new lessons, from mastering emotional monologues to improvising during intense confrontations, fostering a mindset of continuous improvement that she carried through to her final scenes. Inventing additional warmth, picture Sofia reminiscing about behind-the-scenes moments, like cast bonding over Swedish treats she brought from home or collaborative script sessions that birthed memorable episodes, underscoring the camaraderie that made her time unforgettable. Sofia first graced the screens of ABC General Hospital almost 7 years ago, debuting as the multifaceted Sasha Gilmore on September 18, 2018. A character who quickly captivated audiences with her blend of vulnerability and strength, navigating storylines involving addiction, romance, and family secrets. Her portrayal earned acclaim, contributing to the show's daytime Emmy-winning legacy through arcs that explored themes of redemption and resilience. Reportedly, her tenure has concluded, but the door remains ajar for a comeback, as Valentini hinted at openness to future appearances that could reintegrate Sasha into Port Charles' tapestry. In the meantime, the ABC General Hospital community eagerly anticipates the day Sasha and Daisy might return, perhaps with new adventures that tie back to unresolved threads like Willow's machinations or Sunny's empire. For now, Sofia Mattsson will be profoundly missed, her impact lingering in the hearts of fans and cast alike as she embarks on her next chapter in Stockholm. Stay tuned for more spoilers and updates from the world of General Hospital.